So over the past few years, we've had Demon Slayer games release. We have Demon Slayer games that are currently in development for release. And I made a whole video on the best upcoming Demon Slayer games currently in development. I think I might have left off one, actually, I'm not gonna lie. But currently in development, if y'all wanna watch that, I'll have it like right here, I think. I think I'll put it up here. If not, it'll be in the pinned comment or in the description below, but go watch that. There are a lot of Demon Slayer games currently being made right now. Demon Slayer is pretty big on Roblox. They get a lot of players, a lot of views. It's pretty clear you guys like Demon Slayer Roblox games. But in any case, we're not talking about those games. We're talking about another Demon Slayer Roblox game called Project Slayer 2. Obviously, you guys know what this is. Y'all know what Project Slayer 1 is, which was one of the biggest, if not the biggest Demon Slayer game on Roblox. Well, they're making Project Slayers 2. And there's a lot that we actually need to talk about in terms of Project Slayer 2. Actually, not really, but kind of. I do expect this game to do pretty well on the platform, especially since Project Slayer 1, I'm not gonna lie to you, even with no updates within the past 4 years, it's still doing pretty well. So if y'all want more information on any Demon Slayer game in general on Roblox, upcoming or in development that you guys wanna know about, make sure y'all like up this video and subscribe to the channel. Now, first thing I wanna talk about is gameplay. Now, I know this game is going to probably do good regardless, but gameplay is very important because YESSUUHH has been, or I should say he has made, you know, Project Slayers 1, if y'all played that, y'all know that the progression is pretty bad. I didn't think it was too good. You know, you go around, you fight bandits, and that's about it. I mean, they added the Mugen Train. That was a pretty good addition, but you know, that's it. It was a big map, and I'm not gonna lie, pretty empty. Or at least the snow map, the second map, was pretty empty. The first map was pretty good, but you know, still it was lacking a little bit. So I hope for Project Slayers 2, first of all, we already know that visually the game looks different, and I think visually the game looks good, but I hope that, you know, there's just more than visual. I hope the map for Project Slayer 2 is actually full of life, and there's actually things to do outside of going to one square box area where you fight a boss and it drops items and that's it. There needs to be substance to the game, substance to the map, and you know, not feel so empty and vast. Aside from making the map actually feel lively, I think that progression needs to have things outside of just bandit beating, go fight bosses. Because to be honest, in Project Slayer 1, you don't really actually even fight normal NPCs. All you do is fight bosses. You don't fight the smaller guys, you fight the big guys every time. So it's not even bad, it's like boss beating. There needs to be more. Again, they added the Mugen Train, which was a cool little feature, but again, that was super repetitive and the only one of its kind in that game. I'm gonna bring up something that you guys are not gonna expect. There's this game called, there's an Avatar game. It's called, or at least it was called, Row Bending. Row Bending had this like dungeon type system. There was 3 different type of dungeons, the wind, the fire, and the water dungeon. Or no, it wasn't water. Water wasn't in the game yet. But there was multiple different type of dungeons. And the way they did the dungeons in that game, I'm not gonna lie, hey, they cooked. It was like puzzles you had to go through. You had to use your abilities to get through certain parts. Yeah, it did have its cutscenes, and I know cutscenes is cool for the first time, but after a while it gets annoying. It had cutscenes, but it didn't feel like it was dramatic, too much of a cutscene. It was just a normal, oh, show you the boss? Now let's get into it, type cutscene. It was good, it was good. In that game, we had to do dungeons over and over and over again for items, but I didn't really feel like it was too tedious. I'll be honest, I didn't feel like it was too tedious. I don't know, I like how they made us feel like when we had an element, whatever, you know, nation we were a part of, it felt like we were actually a part of that nation. I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe you could do something like that for Project Slayers. I don't think they will, but you know, if you have water breathing or fire, thunder breathing, obviously there's gotta be a way to get all of those breathings, or maybe a way to get weapons for those breathings or whatever. Each type of, I guess, fighting style might have a dungeon. Each type of breathing might have a dungeon where you go through a set of stuff, puzzles and stuff like that. Maybe you can make a separate type of dungeon where when you queue up, you have to have 1 thunder, 1 water, 1 fire, or maybe there'll be some dungeons where you have to have 1 thunder, 1 water, you know, different requirements for different dungeons. So that way, once you do the dungeon, then it actually feels like you're needed for the dungeon because maybe there's a part where only thunder breathing users can do something, and another part where only water, fire type breathing users could get through. Of course, there's so many other type of things you could probably do for progression. I mean, you know, no glaze, but you know, RLC's got a ton of different ways to progress. You can take inspiration and ideas from that game. I do expect this game to do really well, so I will be going live and making videos on this game, guides and everything that you need to know about the game. So you guys will be seeing a lot of Project Slayer 2. Y'all will be seeing a lot, whether y'all like it or not. I also do want to say that character customization isn't bad, but I do think that they should upgrade it and change it from Project Slayer 1. Project Slayer 1 had good character customization, probably one of the best character customization on the platform, but this is supposed to be Project Slayer 2. It needs to be an upgrade from that, because that was years ago. This, and I say it all the time, you could take inspiration from Holy War X. I think Holy War X has the best character customization that I've ever seen. Take inspiration from that game. But like, you know, I don't know. You don't have to take inspiration for character customization, because it's character customization, just make it good. You know, make high quality hairs, high quality faces. And based off of what we've seen so far, because they did make a character customization showcase, I'm not gonna lie, you gotta do a little better than that. Hey, I mean, it's not horrible, but a little better would be nice. Shout out to YESSUUHH though. Let me get a tester for your game. Let me get a tester. Wait, no, actually, let me get a tester. What happened? Why don't I have tester? Now, combat. We've seen a lot of combat, and you know, Roblox games, they always show combat. That's something that you're guaranteed to see. RLCs, Holy War X, any Demon Slayer game, any One Piece game, they always show combat. That's something that we could rest easy with getting. We always get those type of showcases. Never progression type showcases, which I wish, you know, we would get. RLCs is doing more than just, wow, RLCs is really just doing everything right, huh? Nonetheless, combat. We've gotten a bunch of combat so far, and so far it looks pretty similar to Project Slayer 1, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I never thought that the Project Slayer 1 combat was bad in my opinion. So I don't think the combat is gonna be too bad in this game. Honestly, me personally, I don't really care about combat so much where it's like end all be all unless it's like really bad, but progression, now that's different. If progression is big, but I think combat is good enough to make the game playable. We've already seen some blood demon arts, some breathing styles in the game so far, and visually, the game is looking good, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see till the game releases. When is the game going to release? I'll be so honest. Ooh, what are you doing, bro? Where's all the information? What's it the game was supposed to release this year? Ooh, what's going on? Hey, y'all, if y'all want the information, again, subscribe to the channel, because the minute I figure out, you know, you go into the Discord and it's empty. There's no pings because they don't give us any information. So, but when they do, I got you guys with all the information. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. But I do want to know how much of you guys are looking forward to a Demon Slayer Roblox game. I keep saying, I know that a lot of people like and want Demon Slayer, or a good Demon Slayer Roblox game on the platform. Are you one of them? Type it down in the comments below. Is this game looking good to you? I know a lot of you guys are going to say, you know, I'm gonna get some mixed feedback, but let me know how you feel about the game down in the comments below. And what do y'all want to see in the game? Really, like, honestly, YESSUUHH could read the comments, take inspiration from your comment. Give us ideas for customization, progression, fighting, you know, combats. Maybe there's a certain type of breathing style that you want in the game, or a certain type of fighting style. Anything that y'all want to see in Project Slayers, let me know down in the comments below, but I'll see you on the next video. Maybe there's a different type of the map. Maybe there's a certain area. Hey, guys, there's so much y'all could, hey, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.